Chief Executive Officer, Dr. Kelly Bailey.
Good evening, Sweet Adelines International, and happy 70th birthday! I have to say a special hello to some very special people to me that are in the audience this evening. My mom, Linda, and my son, my 4-year-old son, Joshua, and my 6-year-old daughter, Sarah. Well, I don't know about you, but I can't believe it's already Thursday evening. Hasn't it been a fabulous week so far? This contest is amazing. There's nothing in the world that compares with the energy, spirit, and electric atmosphere that we experience every year at our international convention and competition. From Edna Mae Anderson to the present-day members of this world-class organization, you remarkable women have set a standard of excellence which remains an inspiration to tens of thousands of people all over the world. That excellence is distinctly visible here tonight and throughout the year as you continue to touch lives and change people on the risers week after week after week. You know, it's still incredible to me that a small gathering of gals that might have just been some ladies who sing together developed into Sweet Adelines International, the world's largest singing organization for women. Yes. The workings of the 4-part barbershop harmony is what Sweet Adelines members have continually worked to preserve over the course of 7 decades, to hone that perfect pitch and produce the unique and engaging ring of the overtone. You know it when you hear it. It's that special sound that doesn't exist on its own, but emerges when 4 separate sounds come together perfectly. It is a sound unique in nature and one that touches the soul and lifts the spirit. That special thing that happens when people work together, practice together, bring the best of themselves together, when they put their heart and soul into the process of harmony, it produces something truly exceptional. That is what Sweet Adelines International does. We inspire people to work together, to find their own unique voices, to apply themselves to something that changes people's lives, to give their best, to learn who they are, to test the boundaries of achievement, and to be all we can be, both individually but also together. To be in harmony, to understand what harmony is, and to learn to seek that with all that we are. I look at our world today and my heart breaks with all the hurt that we see everywhere around us. If only the world could adopt the mission and spirit that makes Sweet Adelines International so very special. There are so many things that make us special, but the most special part of who we are comes from the nearly 23,000 of us that come together in harmony every week. As we think about this life-changing organization and about finding our own voices, about being the very best of ourselves and helping others do the same, I ask you tonight to think about the ways that Sweet Adelines International has changed your life. You are here tonight because something about this worldwide association of women singers has touched your heart and made a difference. We have so much enormous talent in this room and so many exceptional skill sets, a vast sea of expertise and a diversity that transcends the boundaries of country, language, culture, creed, religion, socioeconomic standards, or race. We are here tonight because we choose to focus on the pursuit of harmony. You are invested in Sweet Adelines International. Whether you've been a member for 60 days or 60 years, you know how unique and special this is. I want to thank you tonight for choosing to be here. Thank you for making the choice to invest yourselves, to give yourself to your chorus or to your quartet, and to be a part of an international sisterhood that helped shape women's lives since 1945. As we contemplate the distinctness of Sweet Adelines, we are joined by a few women who have certainly invested themselves in the sisterhood, and I invite you to listen to these amazing ladies share their hearts. Enjoy the video that celebrates 70 years of the best sisterhood, the best harmony, and of course, the standard of excellence that is Sweet Adelines International.
I was always a very shy person and didn't like to be around people very much. Well, that certainly changed when I joined Sweet Adelines, and slowly but surely my confidence in myself developed, my leadership skills became more apparent to me, and I just loved being a part of all the growth of this wonderful organization. So it brought me to be the woman I am today. When I joined Sweet Adelines in 1960, we were just two countries, and Canada and the United States, which of course is only North America. And every week we sang our theme song to harmonize the world. And I thought, well, if that's our theme, if that's our motto, if this is what we're about, we ought to get doing it. So I just felt like we should reach out to people in other countries, particularly English-speaking countries, and introduce this wonderful hobby to women. After all, every woman in the world should have a chance to sing and should have a chance to be in an organization like Sweet Adelines. I'm passionate about Sweet Adelines because it's fun. It gives me things to think about. It gives me challenges. It gives me a chance to work with music. How lucky I am, and to be able to meet such wonderful people, because Sweet Adelines, no matter where they are in the world, are the same kind of people, and it's just so much fun to be with them. And I am Sweet Adelines.
Why am I passionate about Sweet Adelines? I think it is the fact that you can combine all your senses into your art form. It's not only a question about singing perfect intervals and wonderful choreography. It is a combination of technical skills, emotional skills, and mental skills, just boiled down to the wonderful performances that we are able to do, and that gives us a universal experience to be able to grow in every way, both your musical way and your personal way, your leadership way, and to be educated. That has been quite a fulfilling part of my life. I am Sweet Adelines.
I was a wife of a corporate executive, and I lived in his shadow and traveled around the world. And when I joined Sweet Adelines, it was Joe who took the back seat and quietly pushed me and encouraged me to become involved, and I took every opportunity I could to serve at the regional level. I joined this organization to sing and for the education, and I stayed for the lifelong friendship, and it's unequaled. Oh, it's changed my life for the better. I look back 20 years before I joined, and I look at today, and I'm not the same person. I've just had enormous personal growth, far more confident, and still see great opportunities 20 years after I started. You betcha Bippy, I am Sweet Adelines.
I'm passionate about Sweet Adelines because music makes a difference in people's lives. It brings joy, it brings excitement, it takes people away from the problems in their life, and I'm particularly partial to barbershop harmony because we're a team. We're relying on each other. You really can't do it alone. What it means to me is that I know, when I've tried to explain, what a gift finding this organization has been to my life, and I want it to go on. I want it to go on for the future women who love to sing, and so that this is always here, so that it's there and vital for other women to help them have the most fulfilling life they can possibly have. I am Sweet Adelines. there isn't any way that Sweet Adelines hasn't changed my life. It isn't like there's just some piece of it that's been changed. The whole thing has changed. The whole direction I thought I was going with my life when I got out of school, everything, it all changed. I don't think I realized until I joined Sweet Adelines and became a chorus director and a chorus singer and a quartet person that I was creative. I don't think it had occurred to me that I was creative. I never thought of myself that way. Now I feel like every possibility is open, especially musically. You could do anything, all these options, all these things you could do, the things you can do in performances and shows, and it's a whole new world opened up. There's so much to be said about us. We're quite the organization, you know. I want every woman in the world to know about us. I want every woman in the world to have the opportunity. I want every female singer in the world to have the opportunity to experience Sweet Adelines. I am Sweet Adelines.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome these 5 incredible women who, with so many others, have made this organization great. Women who have given their lives to creating a worldwide sisterhood. Ladies who are the pillars of strength on which Sweet Adelines was created. Tonight, we celebrate the legacy that each of these individuals has brought to us. We recognize their powerful contributions to an association boasting 70 years of changing lives. And now, in her own words, we welcome 3-time Queen and Sweet Adelines legend, Kim Vaughn.
Well, standing here with these ladies is pretty impressive, I got to tell you. I'm feeling very humbled and very grateful. I want you to know that in Sweet Adelines, you can do and be anything. And I am dead serious about that. You can come to rehearsal once a week, well, maybe twice, and you really can be what we call a regular member, but none of those people are here, so, but they're at home watching, maybe. The rest of us, we decided we wanted more, and that's what you can have with Sweet Adelines. You can become a better singer. You can become an arranger. You can become a director. You can become a judge. You can become a teacher. You can become one of those people I admire so much who can actually run the darn thing, because I can't do that kind of stuff. But we have anything available to us. Anything you put your mind to, we can do. And that's what's one of the things I admire so much about women. We always want more. We want to be better. We want more. One sequin would never do. Right? Yeah, we look at these beautiful costumes, by the way, that have no sequins on them. We say, wow, that is so creative. Don't ever let me do that. I believe in what we do so much. One of the pictures that you saw up there on mine happened to be a quartet of mine. And this last year, we lost our friend Betty, the tenor of that quartet of Acapella Gold, who are your 2001 champions. So we borrowed one. And we've asked Patty Cobb Baker to come out here with us and see if we can remember the tag to one of the songs that we sang when we won. We're a little older, well, except Patty. The rest of us a little bit older, but I want you to know, whether you're 16 or not,
she's not.
You can sing a great tag. Is that true? So let me instead of my introducing them, I would like you to meet my friends from Acapella Gold and Touche.
I am Susan Lamb Kegley, and I am Sweet Adelines.
I am Tommy McAvoy, and I am Sweet Adelines.
I am Patty Cobb Baker, and I am Sweet Adelines.
When at last our life on earth is through, I will share eternity with you. If you love me, really love me, let it happen, darling. I won't care if it's really love, then I won't care. I won't care. My name is Kim Vaughn, and I am Sweet Adelines.
And as we celebrate the icons who have made this organization legendary for over 7 decades, we also want to celebrate the legacy being created by current pioneers who are advancing the art form of barbershop to a new generation of women. Tonight, we celebrate the spirit of the ladies that grace the risers every week, the tenacity and passion that serves as our pillar of excellence. Please help me welcome the Rising Star Champion in 2005, now your 2014 International Champion Quartet, Love Notes.
We are Love Notes, and I am Sweet Adelines.
Tonight, we've seen many examples of the impact that Sweet Adelines International makes on people all over the world. Beginning in 1945, this association of women singers has woven into the fabric of generations of women over the course of our 70-year history. But we are so fortunate that we are not an organization that rests on our past success. Tonight, we celebrate our future and the new traditions that are being developed in choruses and quartets all over the world. Tonight, we celebrate that girls as young as 8 years old are being introduced to Sweet Adelines, and they are already making their own success. And we have even seen some of those this week.
We sing with Toast of Tampa. I am Sweet Adelines.
From the legends that built this organization to those that will grace the risers long after we are all gone, there is no denying the power of what Sweet Adelines does for those that discover it. Tonight we celebrate the tens of thousands of lives that have been changed and the tens of thousands or millions that will be changed because of what we stand for, because of who you are, because of the genuine joy and passion that comes from being part of this sisterhood that transcends any barrier that is put before us. Tonight we celebrate that we are Sweet Adelines. To help us do that, I give you the legend, the icon, the queen, a wonderful friend, and the sensational Peggy Graham.
Hello.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's a delight to be here in front of you this afternoon. I was sitting down there and I heard one of the choruses sing, and it was all I could do this afternoon not to leap to my feet in the middle of their uptune and yell, "God, I love what we do." And that is the truth. I did restrain myself. I was a chorus director for almost 43 years, and I saw a load of women come through the door of our rehearsal halls, and I saw women's lives changed over and over. I saw them come through the door unsure of themselves. I saw them missing something in their lives, and then I saw them blossom and then bloom in that nurturing atmosphere that they found in the chorus rehearsals. And you know what? I was one of those people. Weren't you? Weren't you? Yeah. Okay. You know, even though I started at 15 on this journey, I was kind of a snotty-nosed kid. Truth be known, I had a lot of intellect, but not the heart to understand people who were different than I was, who didn't catch on as fast as I did to the music world, to those kinds of things. So I learned some of my best life lessons standing on the risers and standing in front of the chorus directing them. I am glad to tell you that I have my intellect, but Sweet Adelines really gave me my heart. So, you know, if I'm standing up here, that it's time to get out your wallet. Yes, yes. You know that we do one ask a year and that this is it. And you're donating to the Overtone Society, to the Young Singers Foundation, to Young Women in Harmony. And you're paying for education, for outreach, for scholarships, for festivals, youth festivals, for grants, for reaching new people, for materials for music educators. The bottom line is we need you, not to keep the lights on, but your help to ensure that we are celebrating another 70 years and introducing women from all over the world to the possibilities that await them in the world of barbershop. Now, I'm about to say something that's been said over and over on this stage, okay? I'm going to say, you know my name, and then I'm going to say, and I am Sweet Adelines. But mine's going to be different because you're going to say it with me. Only you don't say the Peggy Graham part. Are you ready? Stand up. I'm Peggy Graham, and I am Sweet Adelines. You bet. just one more tiny detail. The Melodiers are out there. They have the bags. They're easy to recognize. And if you'd like to make a larger donation, there's an Overtone Society table in the Harmony Bazaar area. So just go in there and they'll be happy to help you. Thank you for everything that you give tonight.